This podcast is sponsored by Release Winery. Join us as the story of this ultra-limited wine continues. Learn more at releasewinery.com.
It is a clean solution to a very messy problem, which is our food system. It being just so much more quiet, cleaner, and more powerful, the operational cost and maintenance costs are reduced so significantly that you can actually become profitable as a farmer now, even at small scale. That being said, we're a certified B Corp right here in California. And we make our machines in Santa Rosa. Roger Hoy from the Nebraska Testing Institute tested it at 2,000 times quieter than any other machine ever built in its category. That being said, you'll hear the birds, you'll hear the bees, you'll hear the breeze, which really leads to worker safety. And then that being said, no more earmuffs, no more masks. Our former CEO and founder, Steve Heckeroth, started this mission almost 30 years ago. Oh, very much so. A lot of tractors. In the 4 years that I've said, we've been, unfortunately, have to say no to 100 countries. We're currently in 3. And with that, our parent company now, Ideanomics, we have global interest all over the world to support, obviously we're going to replace every diesel tractor in the world. Presently, we have 3 different in operation: a 25 horsepower all-wheel drive, a 40 horsepower two-wheel drive, and this here behind us is a 70 horsepower all-wheel drive, specifically meant for the vineyards. This is our vineyard model. It's on a narrow setup, specifically for orchard and narrow vineyard operations between the vines. SelectTrack.com. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it.
First and foremost, the cork industry has taken some incredible leaps forward over the course of the last 20 years or so. But what makes the difference for MA Silva cork versus other cork is that we're completely vertically integrated. We stand behind our product start to finish. What makes MA Silva corks different is we are more proactive in our R&D as opposed to reactive in our technology. So it's been very, very fruitful for us as a whole to guarantee all of our products. MA Silva Portugal is an entity that's in Portugal, and we are vertically integrated with them directly, single supplier there. The major difference for me between cork and screw cap is really about viticulture and about the way that you're handling the winemaking process. Viticulture, just generally speaking, wine growing, or grape growing. And if there's so much investment into the terroir of the product, we are in lockstep with you. We believe in terroir as well with our cork trees and honoring the viticulture side, or the agricultural side of the product, and the sustainability of said product is very important to us. And that's something that unfortunately screw cap can't provide. You know what? Every package is different. So sometimes it's best suited for a screw cap. I don't ever want to say that a packaging decision is a bad decision. But if you invest a lot of your time and effort as a winemaker in your terroir, in the sustainability of your industry, I believe your packaging should represent that as best as possible. And that's why, to me, cork is the only solution for that type of closure. MASilva.com, easy peasy, MASILVA.com. Come join us online, and also feel free to drop us a call. And we're always willing to have a nice conversation, talk to you about the industry, and help you in your packaging decisions. Pleasure, Wright. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Sure.
We make screw caps, we make tin capsules, we make aluminum capsules, we make coifs and mousselets, and we also do polylam capsules as well. So we have the whole variety of everything to use to close a wine bottle. We are actually one of the also makers of an e-cap version. It's a wholly sustainable aluminum capsule that works and functions exactly like polylaminate. The benefit to this is we're the only ones that make this cap. It's sustainable, recyclable, and it's the new option for polylaminate, which is not recyclable. The great thing is they each have their own function and place in the universe of wine. With screw caps, you're going to get a little bit more consistency in the bottling because it's a man-made product. We can kind of control a lot of that last finishing touches of a wine that goes into the bottle. I would say that over cork, it's just a little bit more consistent all the way through. Wine is going to be an evolving creature, and cork is an organic product that certainly is going to help that process, but you don't always know what the oxidation or rate of reduction is going to be, whereas with screw caps, you can control that with the liner that you place in the top of the bottle. There's a couple different options. You have Saranex or Saratin. Those are the two most common, but we've actually have some long-term studies in screw caps that actually show that the oxidation or the rate of reduction is more consistent over time with a screw cap. We are at Ramadin.com. That's RAMONDIN.com. My name is Liz Green, and you can also email me anytime with any questions. I encourage all questions from the wine industry, and my email is egreen@ramadinUSA.com.
You've done this before.
I have. It's been wonderful chatting with you. I'm looking forward to hearing this.
Good to be back. It's first trade show, and I think about 2 years, so it's really fun to see people, and it's been phone calls and emails for too long, so it's nice to be back out in the world and get to see old friends like you mentioned. So our parent company is now Nadalier. The nice thing about it is we've known the family for years, and we were close friends before that, so it was just this really beautiful kind of seamless transition. They've really respected the company and really honored. We're still doing Tonellerie Marchive, still representing Tonellerie Marchive out of Bordeaux, and still have our online store, all the cooperage sales, bungs and everything. Just now all I have to do is sales. Before I had to do office, website, all that stuff, and sales, so now I just get to focus on sales. So it's been wonderful. It's been really nice. Barrel Builders is the exclusive provider of Tonellerie Marchive cooperage in the U.S. So that's barrels, oak alternatives. We also have cooperage supplies, so bungs, spiles, everything you need to work on a barrel as well. Barrel Builders has been around since '72. Dad came on in '74, so we've been around for a while now. So just keeping the family tradition going. BarrelBuilders.com has some information about our barrels. We also have a YouTube page with just basic repairs. You can always just shoot me an email, Heather@BarrelBuilders.com. I love to hear from people, love answering questions, and yeah, this is what it's all about. We're finally back at it. Get to see people again.
I first came to work with the Valley. I followed my girlfriend up here and needed a job, and I'd done a little woodworking, and I thought what fun it would be to make barrels. So I browbeat the owners of Barrel Builders into giving me a job, and that was in 1974. And so worked my way up through the thing, became a foreman, and then in 1986, 4 of us employees bought the company from the old owners. And ever since, and it's been a wonderful ride. I've spent months in Europe and Hungary and France, and, well, you name the country. And we've tried to do work in several other countries as well over there, in Australia and South America. I spent a month in Australia fixing barrels there years ago for Jim Klein, who's now at Navarro. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful ride, and the wines are great, but frankly, and when I hit 70, I thought it was maybe time to slow down a little bit. So, no, I've slowed down, but here I am at a trade show again. You can't get it out of your system. So it's enjoyable. It's still a lot of fun. I still have a lot of friends in the industry, and I love the product. I love the wines. I'm glad it's a one-day show. but it's a lot of fun to see the people. I have a couple old kayak buddies that have come by and a couple of friends who I haven't seen, so it's just wonderful. Ray, you're one of the friends too. It's nice to see you again, and I'm going to be smiling all day, so it'll be a lot of fun. So,
thank you, sir.
Anyway, thanks a lot, and have a good day yourself.
So Lodi Wine Labs is a full-service laboratory. Wine is the main matrix, but we also do beer, cider, as well as water testing. We've expanded into the environmental testing side with nitrates in water, but we have focused on wine as our main matrix. And we test from harvest all the way through when the wine gets to the consumer. So the main testing points are prior to harvest, so harvest making decisions, fermentation decisions, bottling decisions, and then we also take care of auditing some wine once it's in the bottle as well. That's right. So we are on the east side of Lodi. That's where we're based out of, our main location. We don't have any satellite locations, but we also serve the Sierra Foothills, Placer County, as well as Napa and Sonoma counties. So that's our motto for marketing for Lodi region, is bringing the business that was in Napa down to Lodi, expanding the roots of Lodi with Old Vines Inn and some of the finer things that we have to offer in Lodi, trying to bring folks down to experience the different wineries, the different foods, the different cultures that we have to offer. So it's just LodiWineLabs.com. We have tons of resources to help along the way. All of our analysis is there, as well as some home winemakers resources as well.
We've been around for over 50 years. We're a local, small industrial safety supply company. And what we specialize in gas detection, but to keep it simple, we specialize in the things that people need but don't think about or see readily. So that's what we do. We do everything from fall protection to just general PPE for your wineries, for your vineyards and such. We have close relationships with all 3,500 vineyards and wineries in Sonoma and Napa County. And then we also do general industry, whereby all of our local law enforcement agencies, all of our local ambulance, all of our local fire departments, we supply their PPE as well. So our stretch is wide, but I do like the feel of being so local. But yeah, we've been around for a long time. We've been doing it for a long time, and we love to support local. The biggest thing is for people to be safe, for people to be educated, for people to know where they need to go to get their PPE. So yes, COVID has driven our sales, but more than driving sales, being there to support our local communities is what we're after. With safety, it's more about being proactive as opposed to reactive. Business owners, winery owners, industry executives, switching the mindset to proactive as opposed to reactive. I know there's dollars involved, but if you think about your people, the safety of your people, the families that they support, making sure that they are safe, making sure that the people that work with you and partner with you are safe, that's what it's all about. Our website is bwssafety.com, bwssafety.com. Been around for a long time. Go to the website, and we like to approach business this way. We're a little bit old-fashioned in our approach, and what I mean by old-fashioned is this. We want to put a person in front of a person. Yes, please go to our website. Please look at what we can offer, but let me get in front of you. Let me learn what you need. Let me supply what you need.
You're good at this, Joe. Okay, one last question. Who's your friend?
Who's my friend?
Yeah.
My friend's Bob.
Okay.
Bob started the company. He's a little taller than me, which I don't like.